A bright, sunny, and unusually warm fall day on New York City's Upper West Side. There are few things that Peter Parker enjoys more than poking around the city, rooting out a crime in progress, and snapping some pictures for the Daily Bugle. The occasional round-the-clock session in a laboratory, working on cutting-edge scientific theory, gives him an equal thrill, and any time spent in the arms of his young supermodel wife, Mary Jane, tops it all. But life wasn't always so simple for young Mr. Parker. Once upon a time, he bore a heavy load upon his youthful shoulders, but not any longer.
You with the camera! Get down till our reinforcements show!
Several months ago, he gave up the webs. Gave up being a target for every superpowered bad guy with a grudge. He gave up being the amazing Spider-Man. Now, though Peter Parker still possesses the power, someone else has the responsibility.
What kind of luck is this? Not only am I fortunate enough to be the first photographer on the scene, courtesy of my spider powers, which allowed me to slip around the police barricade, but that's all I've got to do. Show up and take pictures. The police scanner said that these guys are calling themselves the Agents of Anarchy, and that this is some sort of jailbreak of an international terrorist who calls himself the Ranger. Sheesh. Doesn't anyone have a plain old name like Irving or something? Anyway, in the old days, that would have been me in the middle of things. But this is the new Spider-Man. Whoever it is, seems to have things pretty much under control. And all I've got to do is take some pictures and stay out of the way. Wow, this guy's strong. I think I'm beginning to feel just a little jealous. Well, not too jealous. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Hey, Spider-Man, say cheese.
Stand aside, citizen.
Citizen? Sure, a true believer? Who's this guy think he is? Captain America? Though you do have to give the guy points for trying. I might have handled things a little differently, certainly with more webbing and snappy banter, but he is a passable version of Spider-Man. Hey, I wonder if he's a clone. No, I'm not going there. Looks like he's just about wrapped this little party up. And wait a minute, what's this? Boy, do I want to jump in or what? But I won't. Mary Jane and I agree that the safety of the world doesn't revolve around me. Spider-Man is here, he's in control, Hey, Spidey! Looks like you missed one, he's about to... Oh, too late. This Ranger guy doesn't look like such a big deal.
Thank you, my dim-witted friends. By releasing me from the truck, you have freed me from the stasis field which was connected to my shackles. Now, it will trouble me no longer. Now, you must forgive me if I tarry you in yon brawl, but duty calls me toward another place.
Okay, so he's got super strength. I'm sure Spider-Man will... What agility! And fast! And away he goes! Maybe I can sell Spider-Man a few of my leftover spider tracers. Spider-Man, I hate to break it to you this way, but the bad guy got away.
Gee, thanks. Wait a minute. Aren't you the same guy who was at the Tricorp lab when I fought the Scorpion? What are you, a groupie or something?
Not a chance. But by the way...
Freeze!
We've got company.
Hands over your heads! The both of you!
Yes, sir, officer. Whatever you say.
Sorry, I've got a bad guy to chase down. Good luck, citizen.
Boy, would you look at that? That no-good, rotten web-slinging...
Shut up! I want to know how some punk kid slips through a police barricade and puts himself in the middle of a terrorist jailbreak! I want answers, punk, and I want them now!
Well, you see...
He's with me, Lieutenant. He's a freelance photographer on assignment with the Daily Bugle, and unless you're looking forward to a full-fledged Daily Bugle investigate report into this operation, you'll let my colleague up right now. By the way, the name's Betty Brandt. Maybe you read my 5-part expose on the NYPD and the First Amendment? That's right, I didn't start that. Yet.
This is what Jameson gets for hiring kids. What happened to Urich? Leave! Now! And next time? Next time? There better not be a next time.
Thank you, officer.
Peter, tell me you got the shots that are gonna make Jonah smile.
No, I didn't get Spider-Man's head separated from his body. But I did get lots of pictures.
Good, we've still got time for the early evening edition. How did you get through the police lines?
Trade secret, kiddo.
A short time later, at the offices of the Daily Bugle.
This is getting ridiculous, Jonah. This is not the way it happened, not the story I wrote. You're making a mockery of this paper to satisfy some misplaced vendetta you have against Spider-Man, Jonah. I guess I was mistaken in thinking that the Bugle still stood for some semblance of journalistic integrity.
Robbie, should we step in at some point?
No, Peter. Let Jonah hear from someone other than me for a change. Betty knows what she's in for.
You snot-nosed little... You are going to lecture me about newspapering? Spider-Man is a low-life criminal, and it's our duty to bring that to the attention of the world. Furthermore, Miss Brandt, if you don't agree with the editorial policy of my newspaper, you can hit the road!
That went well. I think he's mellowing.
Cut it out, Peter. Robbie?
Don't worry about it, Betty. Your story will appear as written by you. I promise you that. I'm still the editor-in-chief. Now, on another note, have you set up your interview with Senator Ward?
He lands tomorrow morning at JFK. I've got a 1 o'clock exclusive.
Peter, why don't you tag along and get some photos of the senator? You're probably going to be conducting one of the first interviews with our future president, Betty. The guy came out from nowhere is taking the nation by storm. No one, not even Jonah, has been able to dig up anything dirty on the guy. He's got no skeletons skirting in his closets. It's what this nation can use about now. An honest politician.
You want to grab a cup of coffee?
Sure. Going to have to take a rain check on that one. It's my Aunt May. She's still been feeling a little under the weather. I'd better check in.
Meanwhile, in the presidential suite of a hotel overlooking the city of Chicago, Senator Stuart Ward contemplates his future, studiously avoiding his past.
Ward. What? Who?
So many died.
Who's doing this?
Because of you.
Q. Now come out before I...
Coward. You could have stopped it all from happening. Their blood is on your hands. Now your time has come.
Shut up!
Senator.
We heard shots! It's okay, boys. I tripped. The glass went flying on my hand, and... guess the campaign trail's taking its toll on me. Oh well. Off to New York. The Big Apple. Tomorrow.
We'll have a hotel maintenance crew up to take care of the situation, sir.
You can do that, son. Thank you.
At that moment, in New York City,
Aunt May isn't answering the phone at home. Something's gotta be wrong. I knew I shouldn't have left her home alone for so long. She needs full-time care. I've gotta get to her quickly. I've got to... Oh, look at this. I almost leaped off the rooftop without thinking. No costume, no web shooters. Just leftover instincts and spider powers. What the heck? I'd never be able to catch a cab during rush hour. And since I do still have the power, and a responsibility to Aunt May, a responsibility to make sure nothing ever happens to her again, great. The balcony door's open. I should be able to sneak in without Aunt May seeing me. Aunt May! Aunt May, are you...
1 second, Anna. Peter just arrived home. Peter? You're as white as a ghost. Is everything okay? Anna, dear, let me call you back. I think Peter needs me. You know how delicate he is.
Me? How are you? I got your page and I tried calling you back, but there was no answer. I thought... maybe... I was worried that... Why did you page me, Aunt May?
Oh my... I just can't get the hang of these pesky new inventions. I'm simply too old for such things as pagers and call waiting. I am so sorry if I upset you, dear. Let's get you into a big cozy chair and get you a nice cup of tea to settle your nerves.
Aunt May, the page.
Silly me. I forgot all about the good news I had for you. I'd forget my head if it wasn't attached to my shoulders.
Good news?
That's what I was talking to Anna about. Mary Jane called earlier. She said that she finished her photo session early and is going to be able to spend a few days at home. Her flight arrives in the morning.
Yes!
Settle down, Peter. You know how frail you are. And we want you to be all rested for Mary Jane's arrival.
Yes, ma'am.
the next day at JFK International Airport.
I appreciate you coming to pick MJ up with me, Jill.
Hey, I've been seeing my best friend as little as you've been seeing your wife, Peter. Besides, any opportunity to drive my dad's new Jag, I'll take.
What do you think is up with all this security? It's even heavy for an airport. And the guys in the suits are something more than standard guards.
Here's the plane!
I think it's great that Mary Jane is back to doing something she loves. But I really didn't expect the modeling to keep us apart so much.
Peter! Come here, Tiger. I've missed you big time.
Let's keep it moving, people. Haven't you ever seen a supermodel in love? Guys? This is really embarrassing.
So, kiddo, are we going to finally get some time alone?
Yes, but, well, my agent got me another gig. It's just a little photo shoot here in town. Then it'll just be you and me, Tiger.
Okay, but...
Oh, will you look at that? It's Senator Ward.
That explains the security. I'd forgotten all about him. Bet he should be around here somewhere with the rest of the press corps.
He is a cute one.
He's got my votes.
Nice, ladies. Let's not focus on his politics, just on how good-looking he is. Wait a minute. That guy lurking in the shadows. Spider Sense is going wild.
Time's run out, Ward. You're not going to run away any longer.
It's the terrorist from earlier today, the Ranger. Ladies, I suggest we get clear. I'm sure the Secret Service can handle this nut. Or not.
Move, Senator, move!
What did I do? It's like I'm reliving the failures of my past all over again. I could have stopped this guy earlier today, just like I could have stopped the burglar who wound up killing my Uncle Ben. Now, because of my inaction, another man might die. I can't let that happen. Spider-Man?
That's right, ladies. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some unfinished business with this Ranger guy. You made me look bad today, buddy. I'm new at this, trying to be a rep, and you made me look like an amateur.
Really? Well, you'll have to forgive me, but frankly, I don't care. If you're looking like an amateur, you only have yourself to blame.
Aren't you, Mr. Superiority Complex? You can keep talking, even badmouthing my skills, but you're not getting me, Senator.
Skills? What skill? You're an acrobatic clown in a ridiculous costume who runs off at the mouth in order to cover the fear which is gnawing at your guts. As for your beloved Senator Ward, you have no idea who you're trying to protect, and you will not succeed.
Why doesn't someone just shoot him?
Our first priority is to get you to safety, Senator. So, to that end, move!
Curse you, Spider-Man! You've distracted me from my prey. They are trying to escape across the tarmac. That will not do.
Is that an accent I detect here, Ranger? Maybe a little bit of North England, the Cotswolds?
What is he doing? He's talking more than fighting. This Ranger is no amateur. If Spider-Man doesn't pay attention, he'll...
Who is this guy, Senator? No matter what happens, you keep running.
Sure.
You're becoming quite an irritation, Spider-Man. An irritation for which I have no time.
Mary Jane? The guards? Spider-Man? Or the guy who's trying to pass as Spider-Man? And I've got a feeling that no matter how many reinforcements get thrown at him, they're all gonna meet the same end. This guy's just too good. I've got to.
No, you don't. This isn't your thing anymore. Peter, please. You promised.
I've got to hand it to you, Ward. You've got them all fooled. Not one of them can see you for the monster you really are.
What are you talking about? Who are you? Why are you...
Stop it, Ward. I know you for what you really are. I was there.
You were?
There's no more help to be found. It finally ends today.
Maybe not. Gotta pull my punch. Don't want to give away I've got enhanced strength.
Stand aside, boy. He is not worth your efforts.
Senator, run!
You hurt me, and you made me look silly again! I don't have to take that from the likes of you or anybody else! I've got the power, and I know how to use it! You'll see! You'll all see!
He's flailing, like an embarrassed kid lashing out at a bully. He's strong, but...
You? Stop looking at me! And stop following me, or you'll be sorry too!
What is his problem?
You saved my life! I owe you. You'll see. I always repay a debt.
This guy is out of it.
Mary Jane! Mary Jane, this way!
What's your connection with Senator Ward?
Look at this. I can't even catch a break without a mask. I'm a hero. Saved a United States Senator. And to the press, I'm invisible.
You're with me, hero. Can you blame them?
No, I guess I can't. But I'm gonna find out more about the strange connection between Senator Ward and the Ranger. I have a hunch I won't like what I find.